Hello Phantom Pilots. Today I did a mod to my P3. The mod is done to the camera. And the reason why I did this mod to the camera was to create better CG for the larger batteries. Multi-Star 5200, which of course goes to the back and would hang out quite a bit, putting a lot of weight on the two back motors. So what I decided to do was to extend, of course, the ribbon cable that goes from the VPS to the camera. And then what I did was actually flip this mount, give it a 180 and flip it, and it actually bolts up to the two front screws on the Phantom 3. I do have a carbon fiber mount that I may use to add a little more rigidity and stability here, but it seems to work okay. What I had done as part of the brainwave idea was to remove the connectors from these cables, which did go quite well. Only problem being, this is the cable that I had to make. I had to solder that cable. What I had done is there are tiny little tabs here which you can dig in with a pin and kind of flip them up. Be careful not to break them. And then I pulled out each little wire and then reinstalled the wire to make this clip. I grabbed a wire from, I don't know if it was from a P2 wire or a P3 wire. I believe this had eight wires on it. I stripped 2 off and then fed them back into here. This clip works really good. You can pull on it. However, the other side, I had removed, of course, this connector, and to my amazement, the wire connections are different, so they will not feed into this JST connector as I had hoped. So then I left the 2 ends off, these wires, took off the JST connector off of those, and then soldered these all together to make this long cable. And yes, it is way too long, but it will work. As far as the camera mount goes, like I said, I just gave it a 180. I'm still missing 1 screw here that I have to put in, of course. But that's the basic idea of getting it to stick out an extra inch on the front. Now, having said and done that, the battery now can be positioned a lot better. I can now mount it either this way or still this way. I find that maybe this way might be the best. As you can see now, that's kind of the way she goes. So I'm hoping that with allowing to move the battery a little closer to the CG center gravity of the quad, that of course you're not going to be taxing the back motors as much. Hopefully this may increase fly time, maybe a minute or so, or who knows, 30 seconds. But yes, by moving this battery, I figured it definitely has helped with the CG of the quadcopter. The only difficult part in doing this particular mod was, of course, making this cable. Like I said, the ends are different here, which I thought I could just push in the pins and make my own. But, oh, as you can see how fussy it is, even now that I removed it, these wires are still wanting to come out. It doesn't seem to be much of a solution to the problem here. So yeah, this is the camera mod that I've done. Of course, you can buy a kit. It's a battery kit that allows you to install a battery on the back, a Phantom 3 battery, and they give you a carbon fiber mount to extend the camera. You can buy the kit for, I don't know, 60, 70 bucks. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. But it gives you the wires and everything to extend your camera ahead without having to make all this. So maybe for some of you who don't want to do this particular mod, you can buy the battery kit and install that and move your camera ahead and get better CG. So I'm hoping, yeah, this will work. Haven't tested it yet. Got to see if my soldering connections are all up to par. I'm pretty leery about plugging it in and frying a camera, but I believe I have these all soldered correctly. What I did do was just leave the silver tabs on the end. I didn't strip the wires, so I actually soldered the ends that come out of the JST connector to each other. That's why this cable is so long. I didn't want to cut it and strip it and cut it back to here. I may do that in the future, I don't know. I was just in a rush to get this done to see if it would work and how it would fit and all that good stuff. So yeah, this is the Phantom 3 camera mod for better center of gravity when using larger batteries on the back of your quadcopter. Hope you like. Please give a thumbs up if you enjoyed this informative video. Fly high, fly safe, and fly hard. Until next time, thanks for watching.